What's up, geniuses? It's Nick, and today I want to talk about The Dip. The Dip is a neat little book by Seth Godin, and it's really short. It's about 70 pages, and it's brilliant. So I read it this week in 2 hours flat, or 1.5 hours flat, and it's really changed my perspective on a lot of things. Some of the things we discussed yesterday and the day before. And I just published a blog post on my blog, and it's probably going to be the last one in a while, because as this book talks about when to quit things and when to stick with things, I realized that I've been trying to stick with way too many things recently, and I need to quit a bunch of them. So, and my blog's been sort of flatlining, I want to say, sort of just like going along and not much happening because I couldn't really decide on topics, I could never keep up a regular publishing rhythm, and so on and so forth. So my attention, energy, and resources are probably going to go towards something else, which might be 4-Minute Books, the daily book site that I'm creating, which is what I'm leaning towards right now. And I'm doing this because the premise of the book is that whatever in life is worth having and worth achieving will come with a serious dip. And basically what the dip is it's what happens between starting and being super enthusiastic about everything, and you get your initial results and you get some traction, and in that starting period everything feels awesome, and then it all goes downhill and you struggle, and for months and weeks nothing happens, and you put in more and more effort, but you just sort of can't seem to get anywhere. And that's exactly what the dip is. It's right between starting and actually succeeding, getting what you want, becoming the best in the world, becoming number one, and getting all that extra attention, that extra money, that extra followers that you get from being the best in the world and having that benefit. The dip is what's right in between. And basically Seth says, and I can't help but agree with him, you probably only have the time, the energy, the resources to make it through one dip at a time. So life is a series of dips. Of course, the whole scenario repeats. But if you try to write one blog, write another blog, maybe work as an affiliate for a company, have a part-time job, do some freelancing on the side, and a whole bunch of other things, chances are you're going to be best, at the very best, you're going to be average at all of those things. And the problem with being average in this day and age, I can't say it, day and age, is who picks average, right? So what do you do when you need a hairdresser in your town? You Google hairdresser and your town's name. And whoever pops up on number one, maybe number two, you pick them, right? Who goes to the average restaurant? When you have sort of TripAdvisor and Yelp and all these other things in Facebook to tell you exactly which is the best one. Who goes to the average pizza place? Who picks an average book instead of a New York Times bestseller? Nobody. So we have these labels and basically all kinds of ways in the internet, reviews by peers, all those kinds of things that allow us to pick the best in whatever we want. So being average is really not an option if you want to succeed. And that's why you're gonna very likely have to quit 90% of the stuff that you're doing. And this is exactly what I'm going through right now. I'm really thinking hard about it. I'm thinking long about it. I've spent hours and hours. I take an hour walk each night. and I spent all that time thinking about what can I quit, what should I quit, what is the thing that I'm supposed to give my attention to, and then commit to that and actually sit there in the dip, enjoy the dip as much as you can enjoy it, and just use all your energy and resources towards one thing. I highly encourage you to do the same. I highly encourage you to at least pick up the book. Great book. I'll leave a link to my blog post below, and also a link to 4-Minute Books in case you're interested and maybe have some 2 cents to chime in. I'd love to hear your thoughts on whether you think this is something for me worth pursuing. I'm trying to figure this out. And if this video made you think, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe and let me know that way that this is a good thing and that I should keep it up. And I hope to talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.